Yo people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Manchester United have lost at St James's Park 1-0 in the end, but it was a deserved defeat for Manchester United, and it was a defeat that could have been by 2, 3, 4, maybe even more, because Manchester United were abysmal from start to finish, from back to front. It was a poor performance from Manchester United, and we can get into individuals and we can get into all these different things about what went wrong for United and how bad we were and the defence and the attack and this, that and the other. But ultimately, you have to question what the hell we are watching at the moment and what the manager is trying to do. I'm firmly behind Erik ten Hag, and I want him to succeed at Manchester United. After last season, you know, I think he earned a lot of time to get things right at Manchester United. But this season so far, he's pretty much got everything wrong. And today, I'm watching that game and I'm thinking, what's your plan here? You play Kobbie Mainoo in the midfield, but you play him next to a midfielder in Scott McTominay, who is ghosting every single game. What do you want Kobbie Mainoo to do in there? He's drowning out there. You're giving him the work of two men because you're deciding to play a midfield of Kobbie, Bruno and Scott. What is that? What is that midfield? Ever since Scott McTominay scored against Brentford, he's been in the team. He scored against Brentford because we were throwing our backs to the wall, flinging things in the box, and he was getting in the box as like an auxiliary striker. What he isn't is a midfielder who can show and move and pass the ball. And today, Manchester United were under so much pressure, and all we kept doing from the back, it wasn't just Scott McTominay, it's just one of the points that I'm making about the team, is just hoofing it. Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, whoever, all we were doing was getting the ball, hoofing it, going long, 50-50 passes. The strikers, the attackers, they lose out on those 50-50s because they're playing poor, they're playing badly, as we've seen, shocking. And then Manchester United are on the defence again. It's real poor football, and I just don't understand what we're doing. We're bringing Andre Onana from Inter Milan, a goalkeeper that's fantastic with his feet. We've got him just hoofing the ball long. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And in the first half, Harry Maguire looked immense. But the reason he looked immense is because we're playing into his favour on the edge of our 6-yard box. He was getting to head things out and get his body on the line, which he was doing to fantastic effect. He stopped a goal or two. But there was a reason why he was looking like our best player. Because we were defending real deep. We were hoofing the ball out. We were giving it away. And we were giving Newcastle, their players, their fans, everything that they needed to get their backs up, their chests out, and get confidence in the game. Because we just kept playing into their traps. Playing into their hands. Getting their fans up for it. Keep the ball, keep possession, get on the ball, look after it. Kobbie Mainoo against Everton was excellent, but he had space on the ball. This time, he didn't have space on the ball, and he didn't have support on the ball either. The only few players that did okay for United today was, as I said, I thought Harry Maguire did really well in the first half. Fell off a bit in the second half, gave away some silly tackles and fouls. I thought Maguire did well in the first half. I thought Bruno did well throughout the game. And I thought Kobbie Mainoo did okay at times. But everybody else, just shockingly poor, man. Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, giving the ball away constantly. There were times when we could have broke. Wan-Bissaka goes short, gives it away. Luke Shaw does the same, gives it away. Poor. Not being able to build anything out from the back. And then you get up front. I thought Garnacho did all right in the first half. He looked a constant threat. Martial, Rashford offering nothing on the outlet to even give us a bit of respite, to give us a little bit of something. But there were times today where we could have had Messi, Suarez and Neymar up there. The ball weren't ever getting up there because our midfield was non-existent. It was Kobbie Mainoo just drowning on his own out there. And our defence was on its 6-yard line, just hoofing things out. We had no outballs, no nothing. And we couldn't sustain possession. And that's a huge problem. And that's where you go, what the fuck's going on here? Because no one's playing well at the minute. We can't get a result. We can't get any sustained, you know, consistency in terms of results or performances. And look, Newcastle are a very good team. I think they were good value for their result today. Probably could have won by more. I thought Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton in their midfield were everything we weren't. Anthony Gordon did well, got his goal. But again, the goal could have been prevented. What's Aaron Wan-Bissaka doing? And today we could have won, kind of made up for the bad You know, got a result, made up for the bad start we've had to the season, pull ourselves in to the coattails of the top 4 or 5. But we cost ourselves another 3 points. And it looks like we're going to be in that group just outside of those, battling for those Champions League spots. And that's not where we should be. But this is abysmal, and everyone has to look at themselves. Andre Onana, why did we sign you? It wasn't because of this. Luke Shaw, you're better than that, bruv. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Diogo Dalot. What's going on? Scott McTominay, less said about him. Everyone knows how I feel. He's not a Man United player. But somehow he's starting every game. And if the manager thinks starting this guy's the right idea, and like starting Maguire, look, I know Maguire did alright today in the first, but starting Maguire when there's Varane there, who can actually play out from the back, doing all these things, like, makes me think, if the manager's picking this, you're only going to go the same way as the past managers. And as for some of the players, you got to take a look at yourself, man. Because we know some of these players have got the quality, or they've got more effort in them, and they're not bringing both or either to the table. It's just poor, man. It's poor. And I do feel for Kobbie Mainoo. I wouldn't play him. If you're going to play Scott McTominay next to him, what's the point playing Kobbie Mainoo? You're just going to drag him down with us. Drag him down with us. But ultimately, everyone can talk about players and that, and this, that and the other. But we have to ask the manager, what is your plan? What are you doing? If you've got a philosophy, or you've got a way of playing, or if you've got a vision for this club, if this is it, you're going nowhere quickly. Something needs to change fast, man. Sort this out. What happened to that team? And I know we're missing Lisandro Martinez and this, that and the other, but there's no excuses for that. There's no excuses for that. And when you're playing this style of football as well, hoofing it long, strikers are just stood there like this. Alright, another ball's gone over my head. Alright, this is another one I've got to jump up for. Oh, I've lost this because it's another 50-50. Heads are dropping again. Style of football is abysmal. And we played into Newcastle's hands today. And it was far too easy for them. And it could have and should have been more than it was 1-0. We were lucky to get out of there with a 1-0. Because it could have been more. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll be back very, very soon with much more for you guys. But yeah, United have lost again. See you in a bit.